name is Harleen Dindona. I'm an ICCRC approved consultant. My company's name is Next World Canada Immigration Consulting Inc. and we are located in Mississauga. In today's video, we will discuss a topic which a lot of people have asked me. Yes, the topic is work permit for Canada. A lot of people want to come to Canada on a work permit, but oftentimes either the employers do not want to hire employees from outside of Canada, or even if they want to hire the employees, their LMIA application is denied. Before we discuss in detail what is LMIA, please like and subscribe this video and please press the bell icon so that you will receive updates on the upcoming videos. Now, let's get started with LMIA. LMIA stands for Labor Market Impact Assessment. A labor market impact assessment is a document that an employer in Canada may need to get before hiring a foreign worker. A positive LMIA will show that there is a need for a foreign worker to fill the job. It will also show that no Canadian worker or permanent resident is available to do the job. A positive LMIA is sometimes called a confirmation letter. So, in a nutshell, in order to get a positive LMIA, an employer has to prove that there is no Canadian citizen or a permanent resident who is able or willing to work at their specific position. And this could be challenging sometimes depending upon the type of job position. So here is the solution for all of you. There is a category in which employers don't need to apply for LMIA. The category is Home Child Care Provider Pilot and Home Support Worker Pilot. This pilot program was first launched on June 18, 2019. In this program, foreign nationals who want to come to Canada must fulfill two criteria. The first one is to have a job offer or Canadian work experience in all eligible caregiver occupation, and the second is to meet minimum education and language proficiency requirements. Now we will discuss these programs one by one in detail. So first, let us talk about Home Child Care Provider Pilot Program. This program was designed as there are a lot of households in Canada who have one or more than one child who needs to be taken care of when parents are away working. This pilot program targets candidates with experience in NOC 4411. The second program is Home Support Worker Pilot Program, which is designed to bring home support workers to Canada on temporary work permits with the ability to apply for permanent residence after gaining through work experience. This work program targets candidates with prior work experience in NOC 4412. Before we move ahead, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please also press the bell icon so that you will get an update whenever I upload a new video. Now, let us discuss why this program has more advantages as compared to similar programs which were launched in past, such as Live-in Caregiver Program. Now, the first advantage is that the new pilot programs enable caregivers to change employers more easily. Caregiver programs have been criticized in the past because they bind caregivers to single families, creating an environment conducive to workplace abuse. Secondly, under these two new pilot programs, family members will be eligible to accompany caregivers and will be eligible to apply for open work permits and or study permits. In these programs, spouses and partners and children could not be necessarily accompanying the caregiver to Canada. Now, the biggest advantage of this program is that this program has very low eligibility criteria. The prospective applicant must meet the minimum language requirements and minimum education requirements. The applicant must also have a valid job offer and be able to perform the work. And the last criteria is the applicant must be admissible to Canada. Now, let us discuss each of these eligibility criteria in detail. So, first, let's talk about the language requirement. The required minimum language skill is CLB 5 in English or NCLC 5 in French for all four language skills. You can take either IELTS or CELPIP test for English language, or you can take TEF Canada or TCF Canada for French. So let's take the example of the most common test for English, which is IELTS. So CLB 5 means that you must score 5 bands in listening, 4 bands in reading, 5 bands in writing, and 5 in speaking. The language requirements are really low for this category. Now, moving on to the next thing, which is minimum education requirements. You must have completed at least 1 year of post-secondary education in Canada or equivalent in foreign education. Once again, this requirement is so low that a lot of prospective candidates meet or exceed this requirement. Next criteria is a valid job offer, which means that the job offer should be genuine and there is a real need to hire you. There are some other conditions as well for the job offer, such as it should be a full-time job offer from a Canadian employer. The second condition is the prospective employer should be residing outside the province of Quebec. And most importantly, the employer should not be an embassy, high commission, or a consulate. Now, let us talk about the next requirement, which is the ability to perform the work. The visa officer will look at your past experience or any training that you might have to decide whether you possess the ability to work either as home childcare provider or as a home support worker. Now, moving on to the last eligibility criteria, which is that you must be admissible to Canada. Some people are not allowed to come to Canada. They are inadmissible under Canada's immigration law. You could be found inadmissible for a number of reasons, such as the first one being security reason, which includes subversion, like attempts to overthrow a government, violence, terrorism, membership in an organization involved in any of these. The second one being human or international rights violations, which will include war crimes, crimes against humanity, being a senior official in a government engaged in gross human rights violation or subject to international sanctions. The third one being committing a crime, including driving while under the influence of drugs or alcohol. The fourth one being organized crime, including membership in an organization that takes part in organized criminal activity, people smuggling, or money laundering. The fifth one being medical reasons. This includes medical conditions that endanger public health, endanger public safety, or causes excessive demand on health or social services. Some applicants under this category are even exempt. The sixth one being financial reasons, which means you will be inadmissible if you are unable or unwilling to support yourself and your family members. The seventh one being misrepresentation, which includes providing false information or providing false documentation directly related to the decisions made under IRPA, and the eighth one being failure to comply with any provision of IRPA. Some examples of failure to comply with IRPA includes temporary residents who do not respect the conditions of their stay. For example, they stay longer than allowed or work or study without the proper permits. Permanent residents who haven't lived in Canada for the required amount of time, or people who have been previously deported and try to enter Canada without written authorization. And the last one being having an inadmissible family member. So, this was all about home care childcare pilot and home support worker pilot program. Please note that we assist with all types of visas. So, if you need help with study visa, visitor visa, work permit application, permanent residency application, business visa, or even if you want us to review your application file while you have already prepared, please do contact me at the email which is flashing on the screen right now. If you have any questions or you need some clarification, you can also go to my website www.nextworldcanada.com and click on phone consultation, and you can book a 15 minutes call to clarify your doubts. I'll very soon come up with a new video. Till then, please comment below about the topics that you want me to cover in my videos. Thank you so much for watching my video. Take care, stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you.